Welcome back. And today we are going to deal about switch case statement. The earlier session we dealt about if, nested if else, if else if, and now we are going to see about switch case statement. That is the last conditional clause statement. That is what we are going to see now. In order to understand, let us understand using an example. Let us creating an file. Uh, I'm saying as conditional clause 3, right? So yeah. No, not understand that. Let me create a method. Public void checking day, something like that. And I'm passing a variable string day. I'm going to check all the days of the week, right? So I'm going to give switch case statement. Just type SW. You can see that switch it is coming. So inside that I'm passing the string variable day over there. And now I'm going to give one by one. Case the string is Monday, right? The syntax is colon, then I have to give system.out.println. I'm saying as just for fun, I'm saying, oh God, it is Monday, right? And you have to break the statement. Then I have to say case Tuesday, still it is Tuesday, right? So I'm printing as oh God, it is Tuesday. I'm breaking out, right? I'm just pausing, I'm copying this for Wednesday. I'm saying as God, it is Wednesday, right? And I'm the other one Thursday. I'm saying that okay, God, it is Thursday. The last one I'm giving sorry Friday. I'm saying as thank you, God, it is Friday, right? And I'm copying this for the other 2 days. Saturday and Sunday. So Saturday I'm saying as thank you God it is Saturday because it's a weekend, right? Saturday. And Sunday also thank you God it is Sunday, right? So out of these 7 values, if any other value apart from this if you have entered, the code should react, right? That is what the default statement is all about. So you have to say system dot out dot println and you have to say please enter correct option. Please enter correct option, right? So if you're entering apart from these 7 values, if you're entering some other value, it should say as please enter correct option, right? So let us run and see this program. I'm creating static void main string arguments. So in order to access the variable, we know that for non-static, we have to create an object for the class name, space some object name, new of class name, object dot checking day. So let me say I'm passing Monday, right? So obviously the result will be, oh God, it is Monday, right? So let me run and see this. Yep, the saying is, oh God, it is Monday. So let me give Wednesday some middle value. Yes, it is printing correctly. Oh God, it is Wednesday. And let me check the boundary condition. Let me put Sunday. It should say as thank God it is Sunday. Yes, thank you God it is Sunday, right? So I checked Monday and middle value and in the boundary condition Sunday. Now if I'm entering some other wrong value, right? Say let me say as July. July is the name of the month, which is not in the days list, right? So obviously all the seven things will get failed. So it will go to the default thing and it should say as please enter correct option, right? Let me run and see this. Yes. See, it's saying as please enter correct option because July doesn't belongs to any of the 7 days. That is what the compiler easily jump to directly to the default and it is printing that. So that is the purpose of switch statement, right? It's like a switching. You are switching between each case, and you have to remember you have to give a break statement between each case. Otherwise, the compiler or the loop will come out. It will not break the loop. It will continue that. That's a problem. Say for example, in Thursday, I am breaking. I am putting a. I am commenting the break statement. That means the break statement is not there now. Now, if I put Thursday over here, so let's see what is happening. So the compiler will not stop there. So if you have, since it is Thursday, so it will come here and will print system.out.println. Okay, God, it is Thursday, but the loop is not broken there. So it will continue to Friday. Since the Friday is having system.println, thank you God, it's Friday, and then it is breaking. So the Thursday doesn't have a break, so it will print two statements. Okay, God, it is Thursday, as well as thank you God, it is Friday. So let us run and see this. That is how the output will be. Yep, you can see that. Okay, God, it is Thursday, and thanking God it is Friday because you don't put a break statement there. That's a problem. I commented on the break statement. So you have to be careful. If the Friday also doesn't have a break statement, then it will jump to Saturday as well. So you have to be careful with switch statement. Whenever you are completing the case, you have to break the statement. So this is what the thing. Now if I run back again, since I put a break, it will say as okay, God, only it's Thursday. The Friday will not get printed over there. So that is the purpose of switch statement, and you have to remember the break statement in that and default as well. If you're not there entering a correct option, it will say as please enter a correct option. What are the value you have given over there? So that is the purpose of switch statement. We already learned about if, nested if else, and now we learned about switch statement as well. Hope you understood the concept. And until the next session, we are going to deal about looping concept like for, while, and do while. Until then, it's good night. Thank you.